Hello everyone, it's Combo. Oh, and that's Magic Man. Wizard Man, doing what he can. Casting fireball, you understand. Wizard Man. I also appreciate he is also a caster who uses an Odachi. Like, thank you. I'm glad wizards should use heavy weapons. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yes.
Surely we can assume Tokichiro has been killed.
Tokichiro.
With that, we are rid of those who would misuse the spirit stones.
You sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Hasten the ruin of our nation. Well, our job is done. Come, Toshimitsu.
Come on, Tushy, let's go. I like his sword. I actually used that skin for quite some time. Here's our boy Toki. Not sure how he made it without, you know, Jason Momoa. But thank God Jason Momoa is there to protect him. Best boy, Jason Momoa. Ooh, that always looked like it hurt. Yep, all of the pain. Very good. Oh no. 3 more guys. Don't worry. We got ya. Hello, hello. Scare that one man off. Ooh.
We bought them more than enough time. Let's make a move.
This way. Follow me.
Okie dokie. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to Kazanaki, April 1570. And, yeah. I don't like this mission. It was pain. Not a good time. It has issues. It is luckily a pretty well designed mission. I enjoyed the aesthetics of it, the look, the layout, that's fine. New Game Plus makes it a little hellish, but that's okay. I wasn't playing it right. I was kind of doing it shittily at the time, but that was the attempt done on the recording, so this is where we are. And that's why this episode will run a little bit longer than it would otherwise. I imagine the next episode that I turn out will be at least half this length. At least half. So, just gonna pop my spills. Eat some steroids. Summon a friend, and let's find out how well we do. So, the first thing that you will notice within this area, once you get past the ninja doggos, who can do Blanca balls and throw ninja stars, because they're the coolest thing that ever was, you'll chop up said dudes. Won't be much of a problem. See, look at that Blanca ball! Look at him doing some Street Fighter moves. He's a good lad, that one be. That Amaterasu, pretty rad. I'm surprised Capcom kept that moveset. Joking, I know it's not Capcom, Team Ninja, yeah. Anyway, bad jokes aside, I always love the little doggos and how they impress me so. Did I kill that man? No, I just kind of ran past him. Okay. Boop. Gus Talisman. I'm still kind of trying to play with it in my moveset. I like what it does. What it does amuses me to a large extent. For those that may not know, Gust as a talisman for your Onimayo magics happen to make it so projectiles, when they hit you, they don't do damage and they bounce back exactly right back to the attacker, presuming nothing moves in between them on the way there and back. So, in areas where there's like a shit ton of archers or a bunch of skeletons using hand cannons, the cannonballs just bounce off you and fling right back to the skeletons. And I really, really, really dig that. Pretty nice. I wish the duration was longer with max attributes, but, well, that is sadly not the case. That makes me very sad, actually. But that is the world we live in, so we'll have to make do. I got lost quite a bit in this level, I have to say. Did not have a good time navigating it. I did kind of notice that the recording makes it a little bit easier to look at. But when I was playing, my darkness, for some reason, was huge. I need to play with my settings in-game a bit more, perhaps. But there's large sections throughout this level where I suddenly have a hard time telling what the terrain is. And that makes it a lot less fun to play for a brief moment in time. And I become the sad. The sadness is a big combo. And I am combo. So, not great. Real bad. Hey look, we're back where we started. Oh man. Rollicking good times. We're all having. Hey look. Living in a dream. Snake Eater. Oh, where to go? Well, what if we went back here again? And are we there? Yes, this is where things get bad. See that? There's a magical orb acting like a spotlight in these areas. There's 2 areas just like this. And the moment you get spotted, all the enemies in the area aggro at once. And this is what happens when you're not prepared for that completely. You notice that I seem to be running around in a way that's a little nonsensical? That's because I'm trying my best to head up to that tower. One other thing that happens when you're spotted is that you suddenly enter a yokai realm-like state, which is horrible, because it's clearly an area that was in-engine lit to not be that. And so, the moment the yokai realm pops, everything becomes much darker, and when the spotlight's on you, because there's this huge light contrast between the spotlight on you and the darkness in your surroundings, navigating becomes a real bitch and a half. And I mean, I'm doing the best I can for not being able to really see what's going on, and I still got my ass chewed the fuck out. And, oh man, that was bad. Did not have a good time. I'm really tired, sorry. Now here's our Orbidorbs. Do your best to damage that thing. I should have put Gust on just so I could start shooting its projectiles back at it. That would have been a good time. Ooh, almost died. Nope. I think I killed the Yami Baba. Ah, and big skeleton and ghosts. We love skeletons and ghosts. Isn't that really the best, everyone? Don't we all just love skeletons and ghosts at the same time? Oh, look at all this shit just going wrong really fast. Don't you love it, just seeing several different things going wrong at once? One thing that always has been awful in games of the Souls-like variety is when there's multiple enemies at once. Again, the old adage goes on that the real problem is never the Capra Demon himself, it's always the dogs with him in the room. So, whenever you play a Souls like that will continue to be the case, even if it is not dealing with the Capra Demon himself. Often, the moment you have ads in your boss room, you're going to have a bad time. That usually indicates a weakness in the design part of said boss fight, when you have to have a bunch of extra little dudes. That's because, again, games that have careful consideration, stamina, health, all that jazz included into their combat, want you to think and consider very greatly every move you take. And part of that will also go into encounters like this, where you just have a bad time. For as long as you can't see, and have to engage multiple opponents, this section for you, said player / consumer, you might have a bad time. I had a bad time, but I am not everyone. This is merely my experience recorded and put forth to you. The first time I played this on regular difficulty and new game, I did not have as bad a time. I managed to mostly skirt away from said scary bubble popper, and have it not wind me because of its evil ghost aura. But I was not always the winner in this case. There we go. It takes a minute, but eventually the yokai realm will dissipate. And that's the main gimmick of this level, is you will do that 2 more times, and then you will fight the boss. And the boss is well designed and kind of cool. Gives me a Shadow of the Shadow of the Colossus vibe from it. But, I kind of fucking pancaked that thing, comparatively. The level itself is much more arduous than the boss, as is the case. My little Scrampus, look at him roll and his big old eyes. And you know, the one thing I always kind of thought is funny, I'll point it out when I do the bestiary for Nioh 2 later, but Scrampus have buttholes. For some reason, whoever designed the Scrampus character model decided that when they were fully rendering it, that they would give these cute, rotund, round little plushy catos anuses. And so all the buttholes they took out of cats, they put into the Scrampus. So you can see that Scrampus's cute little butthole in the menu. And if you have it as a familiar in your hut, which I do, there is no greater animal to have in the hut than the Scrampus. I promise you this. Go Scrampus, or don't go at all. Hooty. Back off. Bad Yamababa. Hey, Pilgrim, you need to stop getting in between me and the lady creature. Alright, Scary. Oh. Keep on forgetting to do key pulses on guard. I need to do that. It would conserve the stamina. My weaknesses? They continue to be brought before me, and I am unhappy to this. Displeased. Well, I hope 2021's treating everyone good. Pretty much just 2020 but older for me. Still kinda staying at home. I'm sure a lot of people are as well. And yeah, playing some Nioh, filling out some job applications. I've got an interview tomorrow, which will not date this video nor fully establish a personal— Fuck my phone! No! I gotta turn my volume on. There we go. Or did it? Or did it? Nope. Ah. Oh. Okay. Sorry about that. Have been talking to my girlfriend. I went and had a COVID test again the other day. The results have been, well, more of the same, I should say. But yeah. Just kind of doing the usual, trying to stay sane. I've been painting Space Marines all the time. Really enjoying that. That's a good hobby to keep me away from the TV. Been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2, but I'm not sure if that's really fun to watch. I'm pretty sure it's a lot like paint drying right now in between the bounty hunting sessions. I mostly do trader and collector. I make a lot of money doing that, but Jesus, I'm sure it is not fun to watch. I don't even know if this is truly fun to watch, to be completely honest. It is at least, I want to say, visually interesting, I hope. I do not know if people like my commentary during this. Say, people in the comments who end up actually watching these things that I put out for my visual scrapbooking, let me know. Would it be better to do commentary list runs without explaining some of the level, or just kind of shooting the proverbial breeze? Or do we like it when I talk? Like, with games like Yakuza, where there's a lot of dialogue, I feel good on doing those tracks while I'm playing, simply because I'm sure not everyone wants to watch a hour-long episode of just text and having the expected time to read, whether that be too much or too little. Just let me know. I really wouldn't mind having some feedback. And, you know, a like or two might fill the old self-esteem and complete my need for gratification from other people. I don't have that very much, but when I do, okay? Ah! A Tonfamin! Yeah, get out of here, Tonfamin! Your weapon is weird and I don't like you. You don't have that great of stamina, apparently, because I can break your guard quite easily. Well, I haven't yet, but I'm noticing that his guard stamina, his key consumption there, it's a little bit left for wanting. Oh, and apparently he doesn't like getting rammed through the chest by a giant sword. Oh, maybe I'll get some more juice out of this man. Feed me! Yeah! Don't mind if I do. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah! Whoa! It's gonna drop! Yeah. Tasty. Every time. Okay. Well, let's get the easy answer first, since I'm probably not going to be able to aim at that man as many times as he's going to get shots off on me. And I find that to be incredibly annoying. Just don't. Ooh. Ooh, sorry, I was taking a moment. My girlfriend and I have been keeping in touch as far as things to do. Ah, yes! Spotlight number 2! Fuck this level! Anyway, and instant yokai realm. Like that. Don't we all just love that? Now, what I was going to say is that there was a sort of running gag where I would kind of look at my girlfriend and guffaw at her because she would buy pre-ripped jeans and such at the store. Oh no, not my bones! And I always went, why would you buy them ripped up at a store? You can do that yourself through either doing it yourself or time. Because I always bought my jeans and such regular, and if I wanted to rip them up, I would rip them up. I only did that a couple times because, to be honest, I only really wear ripped jeans for character parts and for, well, when I was in high school, to be honest. I've moved away from dressing like that quite a bit. I've become an old man, unless I'm going out, I'll stay in my jammas pretty much all the time. But when I go outside, I like to dress very formally. Unless I'm, you know, doing something specific and I don't care. Because we all have moods where we just don't care how we look to other people. This should be accepted and acknowledged at all times. There are days where people do not care what they look like, nor should they. Because we all have those times. We have those moments. Stop puking up paralysis puddles, you fucks. You gross little gremlins. Look at him, he's just puking up all his purple schnoss. Very gross and very rude. Oh, flames of the Enenra, save me. Oh, yeah. I was kind of happy. I saw a snap on my girlfriend's Snapchat where she went and said, "Ah, I've been shredding my jeans with a cheese grater. How are you doing?" And I went, "Oh, yay." And it melted my heart, and I felt the good, because now she's on the side of doing it herself and making it look the good. So taking an old pair of jeans, shredding it up, that's an easy way to my heart, I'll tell you that much. Doing things yourself instead of just spending an extra amount of money to get it, yeah, that'll do. Well, I mean, the only exception is things like fucking 3D printers and the like. That's a little excessive for me. I don't even know how much a 3D printer is. A friend of mine just got one recently. I should probably talk to him about it. Yeah, I got a guy for that. So I don't know, I kind of want some accessories for my Space Marine. So maybe I should talk to him about, I don't know, sliding him a little bit of money under his door for the plastique and just having him print that shit out for me. Because as much as I like those McFarlane models, the weapons they come with are kind of shit. Now, the Primaris art proofs that you can find online right now, they're intercessors, and so they just come with a bolter rifle. That's fine. The thing is, their hands kind of suck for it. It took a little bit of pliers and some prying to get him able to hold a pistol and a rifle. But his other hand is kind of like an outward motion. It's a neutral pose, which is nice. However, it does not support any other actions, and as far as I can tell, while you can take apart the McFarlane figures with a lot of work, you can't take out their hands and interchange them, because let me tell you, I would have scrapped my other fucking Primaris that I had to buy in order to get the artist proof that I wanted, and I only wanted that one. I mean, it was worth the price. Shameless plug for BigBadToyStore.com for having better prices than eBay and Amazon combined. Holy fuck. Anywho, what else could I shamelessly plug? I mean, I really like Boss Coffee. Boss Coffee! Coffee that tastes great, like a boss, since 1992. Such good! Yeah! Anyway, I find them to be good figures. It's just I wish I could interchange their hands and give them weapons that weren't shit. I'm currently repainting a different Primaris that I found for another good deal online. And, yeah, those weapons are taking a minute to reprime and paint because the primer's just coming off, as they already came the way they were and are resistant to the paint. Were they artist-proof weapons, and therefore naked, I wouldn't have this problem, but I did have this with the other weapons before. I'm just going to take more time. The Primaris that I repainted from an Ultramarine Sergeant, well, he's now a Blood Angel, and I had a good time painting him. It was, again, more challenging because priming was a bit difficult. But once I got past the priming phase, it got fun again. I'm ultimately happy with how he looks, but I still find that he might be more of an internal project than my Imperial Fist that I've painted. Ah, yeah, Dark Souls 2 shortcut. I love it that they still got things like that in here. Yeah, yeah, yeah! I miss humans. And my friends. Now, just to have a 25-minute sort of serious full disclosure. About, I want to say the week of Thanksgiving of 2020, I was diagnosed with COVID-19 and I've been home. I've been home essentially the whole time since. Oh, how did this happen to me? Anyway, so yeah, I've been sick. Luckily, my symptoms have been pretty weak. I have not had a fever since I was diagnosed. I've had congestion. I feel like I've got a sinus infection on top of having COVID. I've been really fatigued. It's been occasionally stuffy and hard to breathe from time to time, but nothing on a clinical sense. Nothing that would warrant going to the hospital and being put on a ventilator. Luckily, thank God, thank goodness that I have not had that at all. Because there are always people more worse off than you. Or I, for that matter. So, I'm very thankful that my fortune has been such. It just made the holidays and everything kind of awkward because of, well, 10 days afterward I was contacted by someone from the CDC. They mentioned that I wasn't contagious anymore and that I could go back to day-to-day life. But, because of how things were handled with the coronavirus at my work, I have since left there. I really liked my job. At least the good parts of it. I don't hate anything about it. I don't wish anything bad, but part of me wishes I could still have some sort of income. Money is the worry here. So I suppose it's best to maybe cycle back into the things that make me not worry about money. Like, fighting a Baba Yaga and waffle stomping that shit down the drain like the shit that it is. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, they little impy fucks. I noticed that it always takes 2 licks for them to transform. They can always get the first one off of me because they're pretty nimble the first round. But trading? Nah, they can't do that. They're not even remotely trained for that sort of shit. And that's great because I'd rather that not happen. The tango. Why, hello, Mr. Birdman. If he could stay in one place, I would use the Otekatsu, like the final boss's yokai ability, where he just summons elemental damage from the sky and pelts you. But I chose to not do that this round. I figured his mobility might prevent that from being wholly energetic and fun. It is a good ability. I just like using the Enenra ability quite a bit more because turning into a flaming tornado and smiting your foes, I recommend it. That's a good time. Only bad part about it is you can be grabbed out of it by characters with grapples. That makes me sad. Ooh. Got him. No. Be gone with you. You spoiled me focus. And, oh, what do you know? A man with a gun? Okay, well, thank you. Environmental damage that cannot be damaged. I appreciate the cover. Thank you, thank you. They do have these random pots scattered throughout the level as well. They're pretty good for a quick buff. Depending on your magical level, they might do a bit more damage, for they are urns full of holy energy, and will give you the purification status effect. Always a good. Didn't want it at that moment, but I can tell from all the running I'm currently doing, I probably didn't need to pop it either. Which is fine. It's fine, really. Really. That's where I stomped that bitch, the Baba Yagas. I'm sorry, the Yami Baba, not the Baba Yaga. I like how derivative all these names for these old women witch-type characters are in most folklore. You know, it's sort of like the difference between Yuri being a large, burly man in Russian versus Yuri being a dainty girl in, well, an anime. We do like that. We do like that. Bada bing, bada boom, boom, boom. You know, I don't even know if I have a stimulus.
I thought you died on the way.
I did. Thanks.
Did you see those red eyes? Like birds.
Birds.
Well, stay alert. Oh, and take this.
He's the bird. Thanks
If
for
you see
giving
any
me a
glowing
kitty
jars,
summon.
use them. I mean, no one else is going to now.
Now look how awesome this cave is, by the way. I actually really like this. This is one of the few moments in Nioh where the level you're in has this really nice aesthetic of something spook and also something mystical about it. Oh yeah. Coming down here, it was nice. It becomes the okay fucking corral for a bit, but it is nice all the same. But let us not be deterred. Let us merely go forward. Viewer, and I, and me, and you, and Momo, and me, and Umbrella-chan. Umbrella-chan? Get out of here, you weird foot umbrella. Hey look, a man shooting at me from a distance. I hate it. Sure hope that doesn't happen a lot. Now take in this whole moment with me, boys and girls. See, Gust? It's doing its thing while I fight this Revenant. Ow.
Thank you for that.
And then I came back. And here we are. Doing pretty much the same thing. Again. Oh boy. Except this time when I saw that my gusto was running out, I decided it's time to drop down. Thank goodness this man didn't want to do a pierce, you know, like a plunging attack. I would have fucking died from that. Anyway, I'm gonna drink him. Oh, thank you giving me a full bar. I'm gonna need that for the monster I have to fight after I kill you. Yeah, you fucking varmint, get out of here. With that shit. Oh, hello, big ogrement. Oh, I'm a little winded from that one. The health race was won, my friend, and I'm afraid there are no rewards for last place. Annie. Who? Hello, hello. Oh. Let's go back to where progress was, for progress is due. Climb back to the rooftops. Chase down the people with guns. Oh, or activate all the remnants. Again. Not a fun time. Not a fun time. Why they gotta summon all these strong people? No, seriously though. Every revenant that you fight in New Game Plus so far on Song of the Demon is rough. I do not have a good time fighting them. I can't wait for the new Game Plus that I'll end up playing, where it's even more rough, coarse, and barbed. Because I'm pretty sure it'll just turn my ass into just, I don't know, whatever scary metaphorical value I can have other than just pain. I'm really at a loss for words. I can't really fully paint the picture that I want to about the amount of discomfort I will have. Look at that turtle run! Look at the little guy. He's all worried about me chasing him when there's way more terrifying things afoot. You got a lot more to worry about than that. I don't care about you, Turtleman. I got problems. I got a phantom yokai shift and a big scary demonman. Okay, I only have the yokai shift. Kidding, that's gone now. Alright, well this should be fine. Just gotta break his guard. Oh dear God. Oh, we'll do. Get a little health back from that. Come on. Come on. I want you to hit me. I want you to hit me. Come on. Hit me. Hit me! Ah, sorry, I'm on a ledge. Very edgy. Come on. Come on. Come on! Yeah, strike first! Oh, you didn't strike first. I guess you're not gonna, huh? Yeah. Oh, he struck a bunch, actually. Ow. Ow. Yeah. I like that this move is unblockable. Timing specific on miss, but, you know, it's good on staggering any enemy's attack, including bosses, and then doing unblockable damage. Anything that is unblockable, staggers, and does decent damage, equip. Please do. No, I gotta... Oh, mama, why you gotta be coming out of that hut? I don't like that. Get out. Go back. I have your soul now. A door. Again. Yaddy yaddy. Ooh. Look at all these bones. Mom, yo, do you know about them bones? Why'd you take your mask off? What are all these tadpoles doing just flying around? Why'd you take off your coat? Also, why haven't you aged? Don't Ketchiro is aged. I mean, I can't because I'm a main character, but you're not allowed to age? Is that a Team Ninja thing? Do the women in Ninja Gaiden age? Oh, hey, it's the Tatarin Moki. Oh, look at that damage. Yeah, you're doing fine, Berto. Oh, I gave him not quite black eyes. That's okay. I'm gonna give him something worse. Oh, yeah, look at that damage, boys and girls. We're doing fine. It hates the purity damage. Purity status effect is the worst. And look, there's that extra... It's that visual effect I don't like, where everything gets blacked out and you have a hard time seeing where edges are. Oh, well, luckily for him, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this encounter very short. Like I said, that boss fight was a lot easier than everything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this soul. Go ahead and like this video if you like, don't if you don't, share if you hate it, because I want to make sure everyone sees my cringe if they find it bad or enjoys it. I'm gonna play you a song. This one's for all my haters. Thank you. Goodbye.
Dagger. The Sahaya found me as a child. They raised me as their own. Long have I abided by their laws, living only to hunt yokai. They say when the blade of the Sahaya regains its light, the dark realm will be purged and the dead finally laid to rest. Now, at long last, my path is lighted. The way is clear. It looks like they found peace at last. Huh.
Hey!
Lord Nobunaga, Matsunaga Hisahide at your service. I have already requested reinforcements from Master Ieyasu.
How out of character.
I trust these are allies.
Looks like the rear guard caught up.
Those two.